Good morning, afternoon, evening. Welcome to Coriole. My name's Peter Lloyd, General Manager of Coriole Vineyards, and this is my brother Duncan.
Hi there, Duncan Lloyd, Senior Winemaker here at Coriole.
We're tasting some wine. As you can see, we have 4 wines in front of us, all quite different, and I guess that's why we're tasting them and talking about the differences between them and the reason for growing them all. Chenin Blanc.
Yeah, so 2020 Chenin Blanc, which has quite a long history here in McLaren Vale. We've been doing here at Coriole for over 40 years now, and this is really a great white variety in McLaren Vale. It has beautiful freshness of fruit, great from the sort of green apples through to lychee, and really pops out of the glass, and great mid-palate texture, but really a nice fresh acid-driven finish.
Perfect accompaniment with fish and chips on the beach. There's enough acid there to mop up all that fat, but it's still delicate enough to go with foods like fish.
Great tip for our Chenin Blanc. Don't be afraid to cellar it. We often find that 10, 15, 20-year-old Chenins out of the cellar look fantastic.
Especially under screw cap. Slightly different wine now. With the 2020 Fiano. So both these varieties are grown here on the estate. They grow right next to each other, but the vineyards are very, very different. Fiano is very tough, very drought tolerant, and just grows absolutely beautifully in the vineyard. It is a fantastic vineyard variety to grow, and produces quite an interesting wine. It's highly aromatic, but also high in acidity and has lots of texture. So to have those 3 elements combine is a wonderful thing. Fiano is also a beautiful. It's also a beautiful word to say, and probably has helped to contribute to the success of Fiano in Australia. We've been growing here for about 20 years, longer than anybody in Australia, but now it's becoming the most widely planted white grape variety in McLaren Vale, and is taking off around Australia as well.
So yeah, I guess with the Fiano we are looking for a slightly more textured white wine compared to the Chenin Blanc. We do use a little bit of barrel fermentation in the winery for this wine, just to really enhance that mid-palate, but still trying to really retain some of the fresh fruit characters, probably more in your stone fruits, your nectarines, peaches, a little bit of almond meal and spice coming through, but yeah, beautifully richly textured wine with great freshness and acidity as well.
Great with foods like pork, believe it or not, or relatively rich white cheeses, something like a buffalo mozzarella or a burrata, works perfectly. Next wine is the 2020 Dancing Fig. Don't ask why it's called Dancing Fig, no one really knows. It's a bit of a silly name, but it's stuck now. It's predominantly, it's a pretty equal blend of Grenache, Mourvèdre and Shiraz to combine to be a lovely floral mid-weight, but still juicy and soft red wine.
Yeah, I think it's a great working with the 3 varieties to combine to this blend. We really love Mourvèdre. It's a great sort of spicy but still floral driven wine, and Grenache has great fruit presence, and Shiraz often just brings the sort of structure and the length to the wine, but really medium bodied, floral, spicy, really interesting, but a great everyday drink.
Last wine here is the 2019 Estate Shiraz, which really is the heart of the estate. This wine, produced mainly from vineyards planted in 1967. The hillside behind us, it's quite steep, south-facing hillside, and really forms the heart of the fruit selection for this wine. So we're looking for a wine that is full-bodied, but take half a step back. So we're looking to build a little restraint into the wine, but we're still looking for full concentration and richness.
Yeah, really great wine for us in the winery. It starts off as about 10 or 12 different separate picks and fermented separately and treated separately. So always a great blending exercise when we get to that point of the year. And yeah, definite great fruit concentration and depth, but it speaks a lot of our soils with some of the sort of terra rossa and ironstone in the soils. So has a great savoury edge to the fruit drive as well.
So there you are, a very brief explanation of 4 quite different wines, but all hopefully equally successful in their own right. So thank you very much for listening, and cheers.
Cheers, thank you.